talk about SmackDown. I think that's a good start, and then we'll get into the unfortunately, yes. SmackDown was just. I don't know what it is, man. You know, I know Road Dogg's gonna get a lot of flack for it because it was in the news, and a lot of the times a name like that is thrown into the public eye to take the heat off of who really is behind all of the nonsense. I don't want to specifically blame Road Dogg. It all falls in the lap of Triple H, and just like we sing Tony Khan on it every week, it all falls in the lap of him too. Those are the two guys that you should have the ultimate problem with. Friday's show was so uncharismatic and so low effort that I told you in the sound check before the show that I legitimately fucking fell asleep for this 3 hours, man. As soon as I think it was the halfway point of the show, I think they showed a John Cena, Cody Rhodes refresh video pack. I fell asleep. I said I had to tap out even at an earlier hour. It was so uninspired. It was so bad. And not even Punk, Rollins, and Reigns could save the show. And the fucked up thing is, 2 of the 3 guys there are Raw guys, and they still couldn't even save the 3-hour SmackDown was on Friday night. We'll get into what that segment was, because I did not like it, but your overall feelings on SmackDown, it could not have been any better.
No, I mean, there's no life, there's no soul to the show. And I do think that part of it may just be that they knew they were going on this tour. They know that they're going to have hot crowds wherever they go. And so it's almost like, well, we don't have to put our best foot forward because, you know, we're going to have these crowds that are so starved for WWE. As long as they get to see the stars, they'll be happy. I do wonder if that's part of what's going on here. But again, there's just, these shows are supposed to be fun going into WrestleMania. I just don't see how I'm expected to watch what they're giving us on Fridays at the moment and think that with the roster they have, that this is as fun and as fulfilling as this show can be. Now, the 3-hour format doesn't help, but it is what it is. I mean, they're not switching back to 2 hours for a few more months. It just makes the show so much worse. And I like wrestling, like longer matches, provided that the right people are in them, as much as anybody. But at the same time, you can go the other way, where sometimes you have matches that are longer than they need to be. And you look at it and go, why was this match 15 minutes? And then a lot of the other matches that you might want to be longer are half that time. Yeah. So there was some of that going on as well, but it was all built around the closing segment. So it's not as if the show didn't have some segments that forwarded stories for WrestleMania. We got the initial announcement of Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And I thought what they did in the opening segment, it was fine. Like, it wasn't great, it wasn't terrible, it served its purpose. So, yes, they're forwarding the stories they need to forward, but I do feel sometimes people look at that and go, well, how can you shade the show when it accomplished this and this, right? It progressed this, it did that. Yes, the show could also be fucking boring. Like, both of those things could be true. And I think that kind of sums up SmackDown in that show right now. Let's not pretend, though, that it's only the international tour. SmackDown has been pretty bad for a while.
Yeah, it has been. I'm not blaming this on the international tour. The crowds have been largely fantastic. It's just the substance on the show that we've been getting and awful. They still don't have a roster to uphold a 3-hour show. I said it in frustration. I know it's not going to change because it's probably a USA Network decision. We all know Triple H doesn't want the 3-hour shows. We all know that he operates better at 2. And with what he's been doing on Raw, 2.5 hours is a nice sweet spot. Don't you think that everybody kind of knows that 3 hours is too much for this roster, even during WrestleMania season? And it is an experiment. Supposedly they're supposed to be going back to the 2-hour format in June or July, one or the other. Why don't they revert back to the 2 hours now, knowing it's not working? What's the wait? What more do we need to understand about this experiment? It's a failure.
Well, but it's not. My impression is it's not their decision to make. It's the entire reason Raw went to 3 hours in the first place in 2012. It was the USA Network decision. So I don't know when these conversations were had. I don't know exactly what was said as far as the commitment to the length of this 3-hour period, how long of an experiment is this going to be, how much money are they taking in for it, into the extra hour. Obviously, they're making more money. And it could just be as simple as that. What's TKO all about? Money, right? Whatever they can monetize, whatever money they can make. If they feel like, hey, we're going to make more money by having a longer show, even if it's just 6 months. That may be enough for them. But it's not like a unilateral thing where Triple H can go to Nick Khan and say, Nick, the show would be much better in 2. Let's just go back to 2 hours. Like, it doesn't work that way. So I would assume USA Network has at least as much of a say, if not the say, in that. And if you're USA, the more WWE you can get, the better. What else does USA have right now?
I can't even tell you.
Yeah, I mean, USA used to be a hub for like a lot of original programming, and I was wondering about this the other night because I was having a whole like back and forth on one of my streams with my viewers, and like we're reminiscing about like the days of like La Femme Nikita and like like Pat Blue and all these shows, and then they had like Mulligan, Suits, Burn Notice. Like, what real original programming does USA have? I feel like it's WWE, and the more of that they can get, the better it is for them in the ratings.
What is on usually before Smack? Law and Order? CSI?
Yeah, I think it's some rerunner. Something like that. I hit Law and Order, I feel like every other hour on USA.
I mean, it's like the same thing with TBS back in the day. Family Guy, Friends, it's like, that's all you want to know.
I mean, look, I love Law and Order as much as the next guy. I've seen all those episodes, but like, the glory days of USA Network, I feel like, as far as all those original shows are over. And if they want to stay competitive for whatever the Nielsen's are worth to them at this point, WWE, they don't want less.
Oh, he was down there.
Yeah, it's definitely not working, and that 3-hour experiment can't end soon enough. Jason mentioned the Orton and Owens segment. I enjoyed it. I thought Orton showed some good intensity. Kevin Owens playing the cowardly.
Damn, he should have got to do that.
That obviously wasn't going to happen, and then Orton guaranteed a punt kick at WrestleMania. I'm excited about their match. I wish, and I'm sure it's probably more personal reason than anything, they did ride him out for a longer period of time, pile driving than I would have liked. But Randy Orton being on television for almost 4 months then certainly did not help this shit. So when he's there, it's better. When he's not there, it's obviously a missing piece of the puzzle. So I'm still excited about the match. And like I said, Jason, on my end, there really isn't anything else for them to divulge and talk about. I mean, it's just a pile driver is back, he wants revenge, let's get the match over, then they move them on to individual fresh storylines coming out of this.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're going to do a contract signing for every single match, which you can't do that. Well, we already got one for the women on the Raw side. We're getting one with the Triple Threat match this Friday.
Oh, man, they came back.
So what they do between now and WrestleMania with Orton and Owens, they have to be careful. Because you don't want to give that giving the kick away. Obviously, you got to build that for WrestleMania. How much physicality do they want between them? I am at my limit as far as pull-apart brawls. I don't know about you.
Yes.
And not just WWE, I'm talking like wrestling in general. So I can do without having another pull-apart brawl. They'll have to figure out what they want to do. Maybe they won't both be on the show every week. But at least that match now has been made official. And then, of course, you get into the stuff with Jade and Naomi, which is something else that happened on this show. Jade Cargill taking her first singles loss since she lost it for Statlander in AEW.
Yeah, she lost to Liv Morgan, which was the right move. I don't think Jade needs to remain undefeated here like she was in AEW. Liv certainly is. I have not been the biggest Liv Morgan fan. I appreciate what she does and what she did for that Raw brand with the Women's Championship and the whole Rhea Ripley storyline. It did kind of fizzle out towards the end, but it wasn't her fault. But the Elimination Chamber performance just really kind of opened up a new set of eyes for Liv Morgan. She is honestly, she's been so good the last 3, 4, 5 months. I mean, you cannot look at her and not praise the work that she's done. So she deserves that. Jade is the female version of Bill Goldberg. She doesn't need to go in there and do too much of anything. Just what she knows, big power spots. I do think Naomi's going to bring her to a great match if they do go and do that at WrestleMania, because Naomi has been known for her recent work with Nia and a lot of those women in that division. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with Jade, but as far as the overall vibe I'm getting from this Jason, I'm not really completely invested. I think most of it comes from Jade. She's not really a likable character, in my honest opinion. I feel more for Naomi than I do Jade, even coming out of the whole angle where it was supposed to be sympathetic to Jade Cargill. I feel more sympathetic to Naomi. Do you feel that same way as far as the character that Jade is presenting on television, that you feel more for Naomi than you do Jade Cargill?
I will give you that Jade is not necessarily the most likable or relatable. Maybe relatable is a better word for it. But at the same time, I mean, Naomi did shove her onto a car, so I mean, do I feel for Naomi? No, not really. I can't say that. She tried to kill this woman. And yeah, I mean, look, it's a perfectly fine kind of mid-card WrestleMania match, and I do think that Naomi is going to be a great dance partner for her. You know, if they do the match one-on-one at WrestleMania, which I assume is going to be fair.
But that's the one out there.
But yeah, I mean, Naomi, when she was talking about possibly going heel back in February, I forgot where she was asked, but she said that she was looking forward to the opportunity because it had been a while.
Let's move out. Objective is under control.
Need a medic! I knew you had my back! Need a medic!
Have the objective. Our forces were taken out. Let's regroup. We can't take another loss. Win this or the mission fails.
Going fast! Get cover!
Move on target.
Fuck!
Be
Clean
advised, the
out!
objective is under enemy control.
Someone! I got you! You're a lifesaver! Run back!
Just to your left. Keep a cool head.
Play. Quit to menu quit. Play. Sabotaging this deadly battle of all-out warfare fight across Wartor. Custom search select. Peaceful start. Eastwood attack ampersand. Esc. PR duo. Esc. Closed weapon. Casual breakthrough at breakthrough go head to head in an intense front line battle. Attackers advance sector by sector to claim your territory. Start. Matchmaking.
All squads, begin assault to secure all hostile territory. First sector is your target. Let's take it.
Explosive ready! Here, thank you!
We're targeting objective Bravo.
Towards lane!
Objective Bravo neutralized. We now hold objective Bravo. Nice one.
Frag out!
attack.
Be advised, I got a visual on hostile heavy armor bearing south.
Loadout 1. Loadout 3.
We are targeting Alpha. Be advised, limited reinforcements left.
Throwing frag!
Objective Alpha neutralized. Okay, objective Alpha is under our control. Attack support needed on the marked objective.
Enemy attack confirmed at Alpha. We are attacking objective Bravo.
Explosive set!
Be advised, troop numbers are critical.
I'm hit!
Loadout 1.
Confirming visual on multiple inbound attacks. Protect all sectors. Attack support is needed on the marked objective. The enemy have secured objective Alpha.
Explosive set!
Right, our attack on Alpha is in progress.
Medic! Need a medic! Fuck! Medic! Okay, good.
Loadout 1. Loadout 1. Loadout 3. Loadout 1.
Be advised, hostiles have taken the sector. Prepare for incoming attack. All squads, this is our last line of defense. Final sector must hold.
Okay, guys, I've spotted a hostile sniper in our mission area.
Attention! Hostile attack confirmed on Alpha.
Attention, attack support is needed on the marked objective. Be advised, the enemy has secured objective Alpha.
Play. Quit to menu quit. Play. All out war. Custom search. Select your favorite modes and maps. Matchmake. East. Escalation. Hold and remove more objectives than the enemy in order to conquer the area. The first. Eastwood attack ampersand defend break and rush on Eastwood on repeat. Whether the battle is about capturing sectors or destroying objectives, gear up for intense frontline combat. Conquest. Compete to control objectives in a large-scale, open battle and eliminate opposing forces. Deplete enemy lives by securing and holding more objectives until only one side remains.